All right, Miss Connecticut USA, Jenna Hofmann, and Miss Teen Connecticut, Daviana Plaza, are joining us now. Congratulations to you both. You guys are fresh winners, right? Just a few weeks ago. Love having you here today, and just such compelling platforms that you stand for. You know, these pageants are about so much more than what a lot of people really think. So I first of all just want to ask you both about what are your passions and as far as your platforms and how you hope to bring that to the state of Connecticut.
I'm very passionate about mental health awareness. Other than me suffering from anxiety, I unfortunately lost a close friend of mine to suicide. So now I don't only want to share my story, but I want to share his story as well and continue on his legacy. And I actually work with many different organizations, one being PS I Love You Day, which is National Suicide Prevention Day. And it's a day where you wear purple to really do anything that you possibly can to prevent suicide and the stigma of mental health.
And I think, you know, we've gotten better about being able to talk about this openly, which is great, especially after the pandemic. You know, these conversations are more likely to be had. If anyone out there is watching this, what's the message that you want to keep in mind? Maybe someone who is struggling with their mental health challenges, or maybe they know someone who is as well, one of their loved ones.
Yeah, you are never alone. So for me, it was always a struggle for me because I felt so alone. And when I came out and talked about it, the more people were saying that I feel the same way. And I think that that's extremely important, especially as a title holder, to share your story and encourage other people to share theirs as well.
I love that. And Daviana, you've got a really important platform as well that you're really passionate about.
Yes.
Can you tell us what it is and how you kind of, you know, how you became interested in this?
So my mom has introduced me to community service ever since I was a little girl. I started ringing the bell for Salvation Army. So I kind of grew up with community service, but I have seen such a growing rate in homelessness. So I decided to base my platform on homelessness and food insecurity. So I've been going to soup kitchens and working with the partnerships that I'm already working with to really help destigmatize like the food insecurity, as well as help out with homelessness around my state. And not only am I a big supporter on homelessness and food insecurity, but as someone who has been bullied, I'm very passionate about spreading the word of anti-bullying. So now as the title holder, I really want to go to schools and I want to go to all these activities involving children and teens to show them that bullying doesn't define them.
Yeah, and that's so important that they hear that from someone, you know, who's experienced it themselves. That, you know, these kids sometimes they just need someone to know that, you know, they're not alone if they're going through that. Can you talk about how holding the title really helps kind of open the doors in a lot of ways to creating this positive change throughout the state?
Having this title, it's much more than just a crown and the sash. It's a job that gives us an opportunity to really connect with people on a deeper level. And having this title, I'm able to amplify what I'm so passionate about.
I love that. And you plan on going to a lot of schools, hopefully, getting in front of them? Yeah.
Yes, and with this title, it makes me go out to the community, not only in my town of Willimantic, but also the whole state of Connecticut. So I'm able to get around to many, many people now that I have this title.
I love that. And can you talk about the kind of the mentorship that both this title allows you to provide to the teen, you know, as far as how that dynamic goes and that partnership works?
Yeah, so the past 3 weeks have been amazing with Daviana. We've learned so much about each other already, and I'm really excited to take on this journey and this year with you.
I'm so excited to build a bond with her, as well as create other bonds during the national competition with the other girls around the U.S. as well.
I love that. Mentorship is so key among women because, you know, it really takes someone who's kind of walked in those shoes before to really kind of fill you in on, you know, what you can do, what you learned, right? You know, and there's always a good lesson in that, and always trying to find those opportunities to help younger women.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about as far as the Miss USA national competition? That's going to be what, in the coming months, is that right?
We don't know yet for sure exactly when and where the pageant is, but we are very excited for it, and we're already preparing, and we're just excited to be here.
Okay, well, we love that. And thank you both so much for what you're doing here for our state, and really look forward to hearing more about your impact here in Connecticut.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.